what everybody knew what a downwinder was. We were the anti-nuclear capital of the world. I was an autistic kid. My father was a drafted United States Marine, an incredible man. I come from an incredible family. My uncle stood on Omaha Beach on D-Day. I grew up on a huge ranch out by the lake. He was a beautiful, incredible person. He was at Pendleton, combat ready, and they were human guinea pig. They were marched into the trenches in Nevada. They're called atomic veterans. He nearly died at the blast. Between 1951 and 1968, we had 300 open-air tests. Well, as different scientists started to write about this, Wallace Stegner was at the University of Utah at the time. I got to know him. Edward Abbey was hanging around there. I got to know him. I got to know all these environmentalists, and I was an environmentalist. And it was a passionate, intense subject matter there.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Plumegate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. Plumegate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. They'll be calling you a radical. May God have mercy on all of your souls.
Nuclear power was evolving. We were promised, oh, this can't happen.
Well, good morning. I hope all you guys are out of your dogma snuggies, because those dogma snuggies you're curled up in tonight are giving you a fucking nightmare. We have a lot to talk about today. A lot. I was kind of scrambling this morning hard. Got a lot going on, getting a lot of phone calls from a lot of people on a lot of different dynamics. Do not underestimate my small little army. And it was developed long before Fukushima and after Fukushima happened, on Balco, as I say. There's a lot going on right now inside the so-called Beltway and the power vacuum there is, as the frauds that have hijacked the political process, the absolute greatest frauds in American history, who called themselves progressives, who called themselves so-called Democrats, who called themselves anything, Bill Clinton and Barack Obama, may go down in history as the two biggest frauds that ever walked. I mean, at least you knew that no good scumbag Weasel Bush and his clan, you knew they were no good. They wore it like a badge of honor that we're Weasel scumbags. They tell you up front. Obama and Clinton stabbed us in the back. Remember, it was the progressives. It was the movement. Now, let's go back to 1900, the Shirtwaist Fire, 1911, the whole dynamic. How did Roosevelt become president? Oh, the great tariff president, the guy who used to call himself the great tariff president, who stood on the political platform while he was running for president. I am the tariff president. I am the tariff president. He said it so many times, people said they got sick of listening to him to nauseam. Oh, the Queen whacked him. You do know the Queen assassinated him. It came out years later, well, it came out then, that the so-called anarchist, which was lock, stock, barrel, hook, line, sinker funded by Queen Victoria. Again, I will quote Franklin Roosevelt. Winston, I gotta tell you, I went to jolly old England when I was a young boy, and I saw Queen Victoria. I gotta tell you, I hated the old witch. He says there's nothing more quintessentially American to hate the English system, to hate the royals. You gotta remember, he was a protege of Alexander Hamilton. He was of Abraham Lincoln. These people hated the royal system with a deep-rooted passion. The Queen. When they killed McKinley, when Roosevelt, the youngest president in American history by default, he was pushed into his positions that he was. Remember a guy named Deeds evolved through this thing? Now let's think about Deeds. He got 6% of the vote from a prison cell. Now you think about that. Wow, 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 wow. The shirtwaist fire. All these events changed the American conscience because the American people took the power away from these freaking royals and these elitists. My brother called me yesterday and he says, "Oh my God, were you on NPR yesterday?" He says, "Why?" He says, "Some guy, I swore it was you, it was the most beautifully articulated question. They had a panel of stock market analysts on NPR yesterday, and the guy called in and says, 'What are you talking about? Young people need to put more in their phone. Okay, they don't have any jobs. What are you talking about? Why don't we just simply throw a tariff at the poor?'" And he says, not one of these so-called experts, which they're not experts, I mean academia, these so-called freaking, economists, they're not economists. I'm an economist. Well, I can break it down to the detail. He says none of them had an answer. We're the tariff country. And we're talking a lot about Caroline's visit yesterday. And John Kennedy III there. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, that's little Jack. I was so turned on yesterday when I saw the footage. Oh my God, does he look like his uncle? We're going to talk about John Kennedy's son, his murder. We're going to talk about John Kennedy, his murder. We're going to talk a lot about the Kennedy clan today. We're going to talk a lot about how iconic that was. And you can mark it. Every one of you so-called historians, you people that think you people that think, remember, the beltway, the political fear that goes in this country, it is a tough nut to crack, a very tough nut to crack. Barack Obama, skull and crossbones, to the 10th power, to the 10th power. As the power was sucked from the Masons and give the skull and crossbones. As I say in that great video I do, I love that video, by the way, the professor, when I was a professor. Barry, you on the Harvard basketball team? No, why would you ask that? Tall, skinny, black guy at Harvard Law? Yeah. Boy, there's nothing black about him. Not one thing African. Nothing, except for his wife, Mrs. Robinson. There's nothing African-American. There's nothing about the African-American plight. There's nothing about the American plight about him. He was raised, his beautiful, incredible mother, who was a genius in Kansas, a white girl in Kansas, who died as a downwinder. She died of cancer that's why I call him Barry Antoinette, looking in yellow cake. He turned his back on his own mom. Now, Michelle, I had hope that she would take him by, like, your mom did when you were a little kid, and get you by the short hair around the back of your neck and grab a hold of him and say, "What the fuck are you doing?" What is he doing? He's as about a progressive as, Bush Light. It's disgusting what he's done. And Caroline's had it. I want people to know this, and they can talk all the shit they want about me. As I reported Fukushima in detail, and you guys and your quirky bullshit on YouTube, thinking YouTube's some quirky, fucking cat kind of freaking whatever. YouTube's the most powerful freaking genre in the history of mankind. It's instantaneous. Yeah, hijacked by the freaking goofballs, 8-balls, crackpots. To have the most views, what a joke. Because people can't handle the truth. People in their dogma snuggies, so they tune out. Good, tune the fuck out. Who needs them? We don't need them. All smart, we don't want them. It never has been the masses that lead culture. Never, ever, ever, ever. It is the few. Let's talk about Samuel Adams a little bit. Who really? White Anglo-Saxons living in North America for 150 years. Why all of a sudden? Revolutionary War 1776. Why then? Oh, Walmart. The East India Company. Bringing the cheap Chinese goods, flooding the freaking markets that had been developed. Sam Adams and the boys, no, this is our turf, fucker. They were protectionist. Oh yeah, they were protectionist. Alexander Hamilton, the first Secretary of the Treasury. Probably the most influential American in the history of this country, bar none. I think it's undebatable. The Tariff Act came before the Constitution, the bill, well, not before the Bill of Rights. Came before it. To incentivize the buying of homemade goods. But as all great leaders, true leaders, they do their gig, then they go away. How many people really know the story of Samuel Adams and his Sons of Liberty? They're the ones that did it. They're like, fuck you. You English fucks bring in your cheap Chinese goods. We hate you fucking hoes. Fuck you. Get the fuck out. Moving on our turf, we're going to dress up like Indians. We're going to throw your shit overboard. They fucking did it. You know how many guys that was? You know how many guys sitting around fucking drinking beer who fucking organized the revolution of the United States, the greatest revolution in human history, probably the greatest society in human history? Fuck, you're talking a fucking small hand. You're talking 6 fucking dudes. Really won. Yeah, they did all the work, then they fucking won a flag and did live their happy fucking lives and did what they did. You know, they weren't fucking control freaks, political theater, fucking wackos in fucking wigs. That's where my metaphor comes fucking in hairspray. You fuckers have fallen for Rupert Murdoch's mouthpiece. Rupert Murdoch's fucking mouthpiece is direct. You're talking one of the greatest royals in human history. He fucking fooled you, and anybody who fell for the Fox News fucking thesis, and by the way, CNN, ABC, NBC, they're the same fucking thing. They're the fucking Queen's mouthpiece. It's a propaganda war. And I've done many, many videos, and I've written stuff I call Pay the Dragon Slayer. 9/11 was all about paying the dragon. We're talking post 9/11. For John Kennedy's daughter, the last living one, by the way, she's divorced now. She wore that with a badge of courage on her thing. And I love all you guys. Oh, God, she wanted her... No. That's where the dogma, even us Fukushima fighters, come on, wake up. Japan didn't take the heavy blow. We did. I had the tapes from inside the Situation Room before anybody had them. Long before anybody had them. I had them. Gregory Jack, on those guys. There was only one guy calling it 4 full court meltdowns before Gregory Jack on the NRC were calling it before me. And the power of YouTube. My path letter, you can talk all the shit you want. Talk it, fuckers. Proof, because I'm telling you, we don't need the shit talkers. We don't need the weak hands. We don't need them. We don't want them. The fewer the better? Fuck yes, the fewer the better. We need the fucking strong. We need the fucking leaders. We need the John Kennedys. We need the fucking Abraham Lincolns. We need the fucking McKinleys. We need the Teddy Roosevelts of the fucking world. Deeds from prison, 6% of the fucking vote. You go from prison to dinner at the White House in 24 hours. Yeah. You don't think he wielded fucking power? You don't think he changed the political process? This is a tough nut to fucking crack. Barack Obama. Bill Walmart Clinton calling him. I mean, it's the biggest disgrace in American history, I believe, for Bill Walmart Clinton and Barry freaking let them eat yellow cake Antoinette to even compare themselves to the fucking John Kennedy, to the Kennedy clan, to any of them. Those were men. They were men. Martin Luther King was a fucking man. He knew he was going to be killed. He did it anyway. John Kennedy knew he was going to be killed. He did it anyway. Because they were men. They fucking believed in fucking humans. They gave a fuck. And if you don't believe that, you watch 1963, the national speech, when he fucking threw down the Test Ban Treaty. He was speaking about a guy, just a little boy just like me. I was a little boy. Here he was defending me. My father nuked him in the Nevada test site. He talked about leukemia. He talked about the generational fucking death zone from hell. He went directly in the face of the scumbag weasel fucking teller, fucking Eugene McCarthy. Probably could be the greatest terrorist in American history until Greenspan come along. Greenspan trumped him. Alan Greenspan's the greatest terrorist in American fucking history, bar none. Alan Greenspan unwound everything that Alexander Hamilton created, this great American. He unwound it all. His anti-philosophical fairy tales. Fucking disgrace. I'm out here underneath fucking Hillfield outside. These fucking monsters have got fucking fighter jets flying fucking everywhere the fucking day. All over. That's what they did. The Queen's fucking pilots are out there flying all over. The fucking Royal fucking Fleet. The Royal Marines. And next fucker who calls one of these guys who came back from Iraq a fucking hero. Fuck. Hero by now. World War II, the guys who fought off fucking Hitler and the fascist fucks, those were heroes. My father, the Korean fucking guys at the fucking Hell's Kitchen, human guinea pig in the Nevada test, fuck, people don't even know their fucking names. True heroes like Samuel Adams. They don't want fucking grandstand. They don't want to be fucking statues made of them. They don't want to be held up in the fucking air. They want to live their happy fucking lives in a fucking free fucking land when you're able to do things. And you teabaggers, fucking radical, fucking fed. I mean, you're so fucking gone. You fuckers are through with Bundy. What? You know, you want this mass military fucking complex to kill. Oh, God forbid we're fucking professional mooches who still, every one of you pay property tax, every one of you. Fucking Bundy and these fucking teabagger mooches, they don't want to pay nothing. They just want to still take and exploit. They're not Americans. They're anti-Americans. They're Rupert Murdoch's fucking tin soldiers. The fucking Tea Party, the fucking guys supporting fucking him down there are the Rupert Murdoch, the Queen's tin soldiers. That's exactly who the fuck every one of you are. You're fucking propagating the very system that this country fucking stood and fought and took down. I will quote Franklin Roosevelt to that scumbag fucking Churchill. And by the way, Churchill was a fucking English scumbag who worked for Scotland Yard, who had many people executed and killed long before he became Prime Minister. And everybody says, oh, Churchill, the fucking English didn't win shit. They didn't win shit. The fucking Russians fucking won World War II and the Americans. J. Robert Oppenheimer. Yeah, he built the bomb, but he built it as a fucking scare tactic event. He didn't want to drop it. And then the fucking tin soldiers took the fucking field. And one guy stood up to the tin fucking atomic fucking wealth without work fuckers. A guy named John Kennedy. He stood up. Yeah, they fucking killed him. Martin Luther King stood up. Yeah, they fucking killed him. Bobby Kennedy stood up. Yeah, they fucking killed him. They killed them all. That don't mean they didn't fucking stand up. Martin Luther King knew he was going to be killed. Didn't anyway. It was that important. Greek tragedies? Alexander Hamilton grew up reading Greek tragedies as a boy, abandoned by Scottish royalty. He fucking hated him. He watched the fucking exploitation of human beings, which these fuckers represent now. Let me tell you, I have connections with her people. Strong connections. I want to say something right now about Amy Democracy Now! How much of a fan I've become of hers. You know, I was kind of pissed at first because I think, but boy, I got to give it to her. She went over there. Now, let's be clear. Let's be very, very clear. I had hundreds, if not thousands, of serious relationships in Japan in the early days. All gone. When they started to pass the fascism laws, the trials, the hearings, all of it. I mean, I graduated the #1 school business in this country, and they were all Japanese. I'm very close friends with them all. Incredible ties inside Japan. Listen to the hearings, all of it. All gone. The American fascism. Marie Antoinette said it very well right in Japan. And by the way, did you see her standing with him? Oh, no, I know for a fact she's a gat. She's fucking had it. Let's remember. Let's do not forget this. Caroline Kennedy, her father's daughter, her mother's daughter. You want to talk how anti-nuclear? Now, let's think about this. Why would Barack Obama possibly appoint her? You don't think she still holds power inside that fucking Beltway and Circle? You fucking right she does. You don't think she can control the path of this country? John Kennedy can control the path of this country from this fucking grave? Let me tell you something. You look it up. The most beloved president in American history by the modern-day polls, by the contemporary sheep today. Look it up. You know John Kennedy's approval rating is right now today? The highest in American history. You don't think she wields power? You don't think that Marie Antoinette, the great Republican, neoconservative, freaking anti-tariff fucking Burr that he is? He's Burr. Oh, Gore is actually Burr's bloodline. Oh yeah. Fucking royalty, my ass. Oh, them Kennedys are a bunch of crazy fucking Irish fucks. Oh yeah. It's inbred in them to fucking hate the royal system and hate the queen. Oh, fuck yes. On Balco. She wore on her tag inside there's a reason she did that with her name embroidered on there, Kennedy. Let's remember this. John Kennedy stood up in the face of the nuclear monster when nobody else would stand up. Her mother, her beautiful mother, was hardcore anti-nuclear, a fucking friend of Rachel Carson's. You don't think Caroline is anti-nuclear? Oh, I know that she is. And you got to realize the way the political theater works in this country. This is a tough nut to crack. Marie Antoinette was propped up by Exelon. Now let's talk about this in detail. Exelon, they're the powerhouse in the nuclear industry. Exelon, you know me, I'm a derivative trader, I'm a finance guy. I've gone back to work, by the way. Their conference gone very good at reading between the lines. That's what I do. That's what I was so good. That's why my career was so incredible when I was on Wall Street. I can read between the lines that blow people's minds. Exelon comes forward in the conference call and says, look, Department of Energy, I know that without your massive taxpayer fee, 12 times everything else, that the nuclear industry does not exist. We need more. Give us more. And if you don't give us more, fuck you, we're getting out. We're going to quit making your bombs to threaten the world. We're going to quit making the Queen's bombs to threaten the world. And that's all the nuclear industry of the United States is. Barry kissed the ass of the Queen, Antoinette. Bill, I love Oxford. Bill the Queen Clinton. Oh, Bush, fuck, right out of the fucking war cartel. Fuck, he thinks he's a fucking royal. Every single president we've had since LBJ. The only reason LBJ went along because he fucking had so much guilt and blood on his fucking hands. But he went along with the Kennedy agenda. She's standing there. There's a reason she took that boy. It's a big story. Oh my God, does he look like his uncle? Now let's talk about John Kennedy's son. John Kennedy's son would be president right now. There's no fucking absolute doubt in my fucking mind. Marie Antoinette wouldn't have held a fucking prayer. Fucking Hillary fucking Rodham fucking kissed the Queen ass. Bill Clinton fucking kissed the Queen. Would never had a prayer in hell against freaking that Kennedy boy. He would have won by a landslide. Easily. It would have been the biggest fucking landslide in fucking history. Oh, he got killed. Let's talk about that evil piece of shit, psychotic, mentally ill, disturbed, fucked up mother-in-law his. And that girl he was involved with. Oh my God. I guess that's what happens when your father's murdered when you're young. He's not there to protect you and teach you as a young man to stay away from evil like that. It was his fucking psychotic mother-in-law that got him killed. He would have been president of the United States. There's absolutely no fucking doubt. Fucking, are you kidding? In a Democratic primary, John Kennedy Jr. versus Hillary, the Queen, Rodham, the Queen, Westinghouse, or Bill, Oxford Road scholar, Clinton. Fuck, he would have beat him by fucking 1,000. I mean, it wouldn't have been. It would have been a laugh. It would have been a joke. The fucking thing would have been over in the first fucking weeks of the primary. He was killed in a plane wreck because of that psychotic fucking mother-in-law of his and that psychotic fucking piece of shit that he was involved with. And he had it out with the mother-in-law that day. They had a fucking giant fight. He waited. He wanted to fly. And his girl was like, no, you gotta wait for her. And she's late. He knew better. He was pissed off. He ended up flying blind and fucking boom, dead. It's an unbelievable, tragic story to America that we get one queen puppet after another. We've had nothing but the Queen's puppet since Nixon. Nothing but the Queen's puppet since Nixon. Oh, but we have hope. We have hope. When I saw that yesterday, oh, I've never been so excited in my fucking... I don't recall being this excited. When I saw John Kennedy's fucking grandson standing inside Fukushima. Oh, did I get turned on? I'm like, oh my God, look at him. Yeah, he's only 21 years old. But you don't think he's his grandfather's grandson? You don't think that those guys stood up to these fucking nuclear cartel fucking queen-loving pieces of dog shit? And make no mistake about it, every president we've had is nothing but a queen's fucking puppet. Post Ford. Now, Ford, maybe he wasn't. 33 Gray Mason Ford was. Oh, really? Mason's got no power anymore. Skull and Crossbones. Oh, fuck yeah. They fucking run the show. Did they fucking whack John Kennedy Jr.? That's a debate that I really want to dive into. And you know me. You know, everybody, all these books, there have been thousands of books, who killed Kennedy? None of them have been on what I say killed Kennedy. I believe the nuclear cartel killed Kennedy. Let's remember, July 26, 1963. Look it up. His address to the nation. To stop the open-air tests in Nevada. My father was fucking human guinea pig in 1951. The only man drafted in the whole region. The reason he was drafted, his older brother, the incredible D-Day freaking hero that he was. The only one, the rest of them all in the whole community draft dodging scum like fucking George Bush. Let's remember, it was fucking Dan Rather who went into the theater and broke the fucking back of the military fucking industrialized complex. He went into the theater and Walter Cronkite because they fucking stood up against the machine. Oh, CBS got hijacked by the Queen. Look at the board of directors. If you don't believe me, look up the board of directors. Look up the new president of CBS News is. Look it up. Oh, it's another English royal. They infiltrated the board of directors of our entire media. The House of Windsor is the board of directors of the media. For real. It's not conspiracy, that's fact. This is not commentary, it's documented fucking fact. The greatest reporter of our time that broke the back of the military industrialized complex and the fucking greatest evil was a guy named Dan Rather and Walter Cronkite. Dan Rather went into the theater, was with the troops, showed these fuckers blown the fucking apart, and the fucking country was aghast. Oh, CBS fired Dan Rather for calling George W. Bush a fucking draft dodger. The best friend of Prince Bandar. Brother Bandar. That's what he calls him. The Bush crime family. Hardcore. Prescott Bush, very close personal friends with Hitler? Fucking A. Oh, fascism on Balco. Evil, evil, evil. And the American populace goes with it. And you don't think there's a byproduct of that evil? It's spread through bloodlines and generational? You just think about this. When George W. Bush became president of the United States and his cousin, what's his name, at Fox News, they pulled off the greatest fucking theft of American history, backdoored everything this country ever stood for. And then, boom, 9/11 is orchestrated. Boom, Patriot Act. Think about this. The United States Supreme Court, 545454. Alito and Roberts, illegitimate Supreme Court justice. Not my words, Justice Breyer's dissent's words. It's totally illegitimate, 100%. Bush did not fucking win. He didn't win. Why did that pussy piece of shit fucking Aaron Burr's great-great-great-great-great-great-grandson roll over? What? Aaron Burr's great-great-grandson? Who's that? Oh, Al Gore. Oh, let's talk about, why did he fucking roll over? The Queen's fucking army runs this fucking country. Who stood up to the Queen's fucking army? Oh, the Kennedy clan. Cost them all their fucking lives? They're not all dead yet, fuckers. I know because I have, and I have to say this right now, to Amy for Democracy Now!, how much I love her. And how much, I was really discouraged for her, and I pulled back on her a long time. But her work, there's one piece that really changed my whole mind back to her. She's been in Fukushima, Japan as of late, her whole team. And I'll post it to this video, and I'll post it to my next video. It is a powerhouse piece of work, journalism. She's over there. Now remember, any journalist that's going over there has been propagated, they're being led around by a leash, and they're being arrested. How come she's able to get away with it? Oh, Caroline, you ain't a kidding. They're friends. She's over there. She puts out this piece, and there's rumors. They don't even know. Democracy Now's producers don't even know. Amy's producers don't know that there's a permanent protest going at the emperor, the shogun, prime minister, the queen's puppet in Japan's house. They send a crew over there. It's powerful. This Japanese woman speaks really great English, actually. She goes to her, and, I mean, it is one of the most emotional things I've ever seen in my life. This reporter sticks a camera in her face. It's kind of dark, and she just starts breaking down crying and talking about the mass murder from Fukushima and how fucking the nuclear cartel is murdering their country and just fucking slaughtering their people. She breaks down crying. They hurry and rush it back to fucking Amy's people. She doesn't, without hesitation, she doesn't even crop it, which she's very careful. I know for a fact she really is very careful what she puts up. She goes with it because it makes her emotional. She puts it up on her show. It's powerful. It is really powerful. I know she's a hardcore anti-nuclear. I know Caroline is. Bobby Kennedy Jr., which I had a fight with right on this university where I'm at today. I had a fight with him. He's at a Reverend March's, and I told him right to his face, Bobby Kennedy Jr., you couldn't make a pimple on your fucking father's ass. I told him that right to his face. I took it all back when he stood up to fucking stone Pandora's promise, those evil, creepy pieces of dog shit. You know, Hollywood scum. Hollywood is fucking scum. You know, I had some guy call it, oh, look, I used to be friends with Jim Morrison. Oh, really? What about his fucking dad? You know, Jim Morrison's fucking dad fucking ran the CIA and broke the whole fucking back of the fucking peace movement with Jim Morrison's father. Probably his own father that fucking whacked Morrison. You know, read those fucking books out of L.A., the fucking co-op that went about Jackson, Brown, fucking, I can go on the whole fucking list. By the way, those books are powerhouses that he's written about the canyon down there. About how they co-op the peace fucking movement. They didn't co-op John Kennedy. No, they killed him. Did they kill his son? I'll tell you what. That boy standing right there yesterday, oh my God, John Kennedy Jr. he looks just like him. Wow. Wow. Oh, I got so excited. And I know for a fact, I know in a factual detail, she refused to stand with Obama. When Obama went over there with his gig, I know this in detail because I have more inside connections than any of you people would have any imagine via this YouTube freaking site in the early days. This army is powerful. My little army is powerful. The greatest genre in world history is YouTube. It's instantaneous, it's organic, it's authentic, it's real, yeah. Hijacked by the fucking, you know, douchebags and the fucking wackos with their fucking bullshit. She refused to stand with him. It's the ambassador. You got to realize how the vacuum works inside the Beltway. You have to understand that fucking dynamic. Marie Antoinette, you can see he doesn't even want to be fucking president. He wants no part of this. He's been schooled by the nuclear cartel. Now let's talk about this. When I led the Million Masked Man March, John Anthony Fairhorse organized, asked me to come. He picked me up at the airport. I led that entire march. It was a giant movement. I got word as I was sleeping on the floor with Ralph Nader's so-called activists, which are frauds. They're all frauds. The fucking activists in that house, in the fucking activists, they're frauds. The only real house there is the Dorothy Day house, which I went to church with them. I was there on a Sunday. Walked over there. Megan Rice's people. Which, by the way, do not kid yourself. The Kennedy clan, the Megan Rice clan, oh yeah, they're the same clan. They're cut right out of the same cloth. Oh yeah, they're cut right out of the same cloth. Frauds, they all were. I slept on a park bench with another professor from Berkeley because of those fucking scums, but Bobby One, the great blogger, and Karen and Lenny Lamb came and rescued me. Thank God. The day that it was announced that Ernie was over there, nobody knew that. I went right. I have videos inside the Department of Energy that I can't put up because my attorney says those videos are illegal. We stood in front of the White House on November 4th, the day that TEPCO was sanctioned to the White House, and they retooled the entire freaking propaganda machine. I'm right there. You can see, look it up. It's on RT. You can see me standing right there. But she interviews. That's her stand. You go to my YouTube site, that video, look over to the right in the video and see who that is right behind me, walking right behind me. Yeah, that's the RT reporter. She walked with us all day. She knows what I know. The RT producers, they've interviewed me several times. There's been a bunch of them, but they can't put me up because they're in fear of me. They're afraid of me. You know, I've been on PBS. I had PBS following me around at San Onofre long even before the hearings while I was in critical condition. PBS in England, they're afraid of me. God forbid a guy speaks out like this. God forbid a guy uses language like this. God forbid a guy comes out of his hairspray dogma fucking Snuggie and fucking goes toe to toe. As I say, my new line I've been saying, I've been quoting Einstein. Creativity is much stronger than knowledge. Creativity with knowledge, with a YouTube camera, get the fuck back. Change the world. Oh yeah, we're changing the world. We are. Our small fucking army is powerful. We don't need the fucking masses. That's the last thing you want. The fewer the better? Fuck yes. I've been out in the street. Every place I fucking travel. By the way, it looks like the next stop for me is going to be Calgary and then Vancouver. I'm headed to Canada. I'm waiting on my passport right now. Another fucking joke they propagated on us. The fucking Patriot Act, which is the Unpatriot Act, which is the most evil thing that ever happened to this country. By the way, the hearings that I pushed for to have the PG and executives of San Onofre, and you do know there's fires surrounding San Onofre. Oh, it's shut down. You guys all got it shut down. I was the lead on getting it shut down. Gunderson tried to blow that deal. Gunderson almost blew that deal. You know Gunderson violated the gag order? Gunderson should be in fucking jail. Gunderson's a shill. And I'll tell you who's the bigger shill. Ken from Woodholes. Ken from Woodholes is the biggest shill. You know, Joni Ray's done, that's who I went. Joni Ray and I did such great investigative journalists at San Onofre. We're the ones that went into San Onofre. She walked with a camera and interviewed, and we're the ones that exposed that the workers that were being bussed in were not workers, and it was all staged by the fucking machine. It was her and I. We stayed up all night while I was in critical condition, her and I. We put those videos up and made sure the media had them before the next media cycle went up that morning. Her and I did that. We get no credit for it? Hell no. He's done some great work as of late on Ken from Woodholes. Now, Ken Hull is a puppet. He's been funded. Now, she digs in all the way back who has been funding him from day one. This guy from Long Beach, I've fucking blown his fucking gig out of the water. We've got him by the balls. Because our investigative journalists, we dig in. My little army, we're all over these guys. We have documentation, we have letters, we have phone calls, we have everything. We're going to expose, and there's going to come a time, mark my words, you know, these will be the fucking trials at Nuremberg. This will be the Hague. And guys like Ken Burns, all these fucking, excuse me, there's a Freudian slip. Of course, he's been co-op too, you know. Ken from Woodhouse, so totally from Woodhouse. These people are going to end up in jail cells. Mark my words. When it's exposed who's been funding them, what they've been up to, and exactly the lies that they've told. It's none of us. It's against the law to do what all of them are fucking doing. This guy from Long Beach, that's so fucking illegal, what he fucking did. We have him. We have a letter that he wrote us in the early days saying that he didn't have the proper equipment so he couldn't test the background. We have it in writing. Yet, so whose fault is it? Theirs? Or is it the media? Oh, yeah. Without that fourth pillar, we have nothing. We have zero. That's why I've got to give it to Amy for going over there. Now, how was she able to go over there and report when nobody's able to report? The guy that I'm involved with from the professor in there, he's in prison. A lot of them are in prison. She has political cover because why would Barack Obama name Carolina be? Because he fucked up. His powers that be didn't do their fucking homework because they don't know. They don't realize that she is her father's daughter. She is her mother's daughter. You know who moved John Kennedy into the anti-nuclear thesis that he was? Oh, yeah. His beautiful wife. Rachel Carson. You don't think one person could change the world? Oh, did Rachel Carson change the world? It was her. She woke his ass up. And here's what went on. He says, he's opening our test, which Those open-air tests gave me leukemia. And I'll tell you how they gave me leukemia. My father, the Special Forces Marine, the younger brother of the incredible, famous uncle of mine, on Omaha Beach, stormed the fucking headquarters, has the fucking flags hanging in the wall of his house that he fucking stole right off fucking Hitler. The incredible man that he was. He just passed, by the way. Harold Blanch was his name. 17 years old, snuck out of the house in the middle of the night against my grandfather's freaking wishes. My grandma fucking argued with my grandfather, says, "Are you kidding me? Hitler over there killing our families? These are first and second generation Europeans. No son of mine's going to sit here while fucking Hitler ravishes Europe." She packed and got him ready up and got him up at 4 o'clock in the morning and snuck him out. Put this giant doll in the bed that she made to fool my grandfather that he was still there. Got him out to the recruiters on Omaha Beach on D-Day in the Battle of the Bulge, storming the fucking headquarters. His younger brother, my fucking father. His other younger brother, my uncle, the POW in fucking Nam, who's still alive up in Alaska. These are the fucking people that raised me. These were the fucking people that fucking stood up. All dead, all killed, yep, one way or the other. Greek tragedies, American tragedies. John Kennedy's son, we have his grandson. And you heard what his words were, and I'm very good at reading between the lines. Listen to what his words were. I have great hope for Caroline. Great hope. She is her daughter. She is the daughter of her mother and her father. And the fucking Democratic Party got completely hijacked and co-opted by Bill Walmart Clinton, the Rhodes Scholar from Oxford. Ross Perot said it perfectly. Now, which one's the terror party? Red or blue? Red or blue? Which one? You sign NAFTA. You vote for either one of these fools. You're going to hear a giant whoosh. Well, now the whoosh went that way, but the come back this way. It's where the wind blows. It's where the water falls. It's called Fukushima, Japan. And everybody says, "Oh, Caroline went in there." Caroline was very covered up. I love it how she put Kennedy on there. She divorced that phony fraud piece of fuck she was married to. What a fucking fraud. Sunday, bloody Sunday. How long must we sing this song? Yeah, who stole Bongo's fucking trousers? Another fucking fraud. That'll get co-op. Not her. I know. She's anti-nuclear. You gotta understand how the fucking Beltway works. There's a giant fraud going within. And the fucking Republicans have been, what is turned into the Republicans? And this is coming right from Eisenhower's daughter's mouth. Fox News, the fucking mentally ill, fucking wacko, fucking lunatic, radio talk show, fucking frauds, con men. You think Rush Limbaugh is a fucking neoconservative? Then why let John sing at his 5th wedding? Yeah, right. Bill O'Reilly to Stephen Colbert. It's right there, right in your face. They tell you they're conning you. You still go for it. Stephen, you know it's all an act. Fuck, if you're an act, what am I? It's right there in your fucking face. Now, Glenn Beck's a mentally ill alcoholic. They scooped her. Oh, fucking Mormons found him? Yeah, Mormons found a lot of these fuckers, scooped him up, hook, line, sinker. Romney's, the fucking drug cartel in northern Mexico? Oh, yes. I can dive heavily into that. That boy standing there yesterday gave me so much fucking hope. The nuclear cartel is fucking done. And I can tell you they're fucking done. And people are going to go to fucking jail. And the mobs are going to turn on these scummy weasel fucks. Economically, we've known who always leads economically. Always has led economically. The Swiss and the Germans. Oh yeah, my bloodlines. My great-great-grandfather who came right from the same village as Einstein. The famous Mormon. Abraham Lincoln the first is my Abraham Lincoln the fourth, my grandfather. I tell everybody, my mom, if you'd been a girl, I'd be the 6th. My grandfather and my great-grandfather left all their wealth to fucking charity because they did not believe in the English system. They didn't leave one fucking dime to their fucking thing because they did not believe in it. Americans have never believed in inherited wealth till the last 30 years. The Queen hijacked this fucking system through Bill Walmart Clinton. Called himself William Jefferson. Isn't it funny? Jefferson. Wow, what a fraud. What a fucking fraud. Hillary Rodham fucking kissed the Queen's ass, Clinton. George fucking Hitler Bush. Prescott's baby. The whole system hijacked the last man we had in the White House, John fucking Kennedy. Last one. His son would have been president right now. Barack Obama wouldn't have held a fucking prayer in fucking hell running against him. Barack Obama's a fraud. One of the greatest frauds in American history. He refuses to stand up to power. It's hard to stand up to power, and I understand. He has young children, and his wife, Robinson. I understand. You know, I understand that Exelon, the nuclear cartel, put him in the White House. Not my words, Hillary's words. Of course, Hillary, Westinghouse, Clinton. Remember this about Hillary. Her last act as Secretary of State, last act, was in Czechoslovakia. Look it up. She used, now, isn't Westinghouse, I thought Westinghouse was a private company. Didn't Toshiba buy Westinghouse? How can Toshiba buy Westinghouse and Westinghouse still maintain the board of directors? How's that possible? Oh, it was a dog and pony show Wall Street scam to simply fucking throw power into the fucking Patriot Act. Oh yeah, look it up. Look it up. Oh, TEPCO is Toshiba. Oh, now I see. Hillary Westinghouse Clinton goes to Czechoslovakia and threatens in public the president. You break the freaking treaty with the Russian fuck farm and you give it to Westinghouse. She uses those words exactly. Right in public. They're not shy about it. They wear it with a badge of courage because they know the American sheep are like, she's a queen's puppet. She's related to how many ex-presidents? You know, we had hope for Barack Obama because John Kennedy Jr. had been killed in that plane crash. Barack Obama would have never, nobody even knew who he was. The only reason he was elected is because he voted against the war, which that's the only reason I voted for him. We're sick of the mass murder. By the way, Code Pink did great fucking work. Thank you to them. We're going to take these fuckers down. My little fucking army, the post-ignorance army, you can laugh all you fucking want. And the people that stand behind me, I'm not sick anymore, I don't think. Dr. Peterson fucking releasing for my place and time to get leukemia, my father's path, and my father's ties with the Kennedy clan as John Kennedy. 1963, I was born so fucked up and mutated and so sick. Me and my twin sister, you don't even fucking know. My beautiful pinup fucking artist mother at Wood. The greatest fucking pinup artist in American history. Said about my mom. Not only could she fucking draw like a can, she could have been her own fucking model. My dad looked just like fucking Elvis. Nuked to death in the Valdez site, like so many. John Kennedy stuck up for me when I was a little boy. He said in that speech, listen to the whole fucking speech. It's mutating. It's giving fucking the unborn leukemia. It's giving them all kinds of autoimmune diseases, autism. I was so autistic when I had no idea what was going on with me. I do now. Nuclear fallout fucking kills. The cancer epidemic is off the hook. The greatest mass murders in the history of mankind. These are words coming from J. Robert Oppenheimer, from John Kennedy, from Martin Luther King. That's another thing people don't realize. The African-American community, where the fuck are you? Where the fuck are you? Do you know how anti-nuclear Martin Luther King was? Do you know, where were you? Where were you at Megan Rice's freaking hearing? Megan Rice is the protege of Dr. King, period. I didn't see any of that community. And I'm in fucking Knoxville, Tennessee. Where the fuck are you? Hello? Fuck, it's amazing. The dogma snuggies everybody's curled their fucking asses up in. I'm fucking disgusted with this fucking country. Fly a flag in front of my house, fly it upside down. You know, the kids were burning flags at the Million Masks, throwing them onto the White House, you know, with laser beams, with fucking guns on my forehead the whole time. I have all the fucking videos. I was there. I was there. The things I was thinking about it this morning, the places I've went and the things that I've done in this fucking epic, incredible, historical fucking time. Wow. A book, you know, everybody's pressured me to write this book, that book, that book. You've been able to watch my book on YouTube in real fucking time. Yeah, in a creative, dramatic way. You know, I'm gonna quit using the heavy language because the heavy language, the art has to match the fucking time. The counter has to be as aggressive as the culture. That's why I did it, because the passive-aggressive hairspray is extremely radical and as intense as it gets, so I had to be the opposite. intimate, let you into my house, right down to stripping my fucking clothes off and watching the fucking central line heading out of my fucking jugular vein. And I'll say this. If any of you fuckers do not believe that nuclear fucking kills and kills and kills and kills, Alina, who just passed away, yeah, she's a Scottish girl. Yeah. She wasn't born there. Where was she born? Oh, Kiev. She was born in the giant Chernobyl region. I will say this about the French fucks and Michael fucking punk-ass Moore and Stone. Bobby Kennedy stood up into his fucking face. Let that piece of shit have it. That dud that CNN played, that fucking dud of a fucking movie. He can rot in fucking hell. Michael Moore made the biggest mistake of his fucking sloppy-ass fucking career. I shook that fucking limp dick's fucking hand. What a slob. Fahrenheit 9/11 was brilliant work. Roger Me was brilliant work. He did brilliant. Not anymore. He ruined his whole career. It's all it takes to ruin your career. Throwing with a fuck like that. That's why I've been so hesitant to take photographs. Just like Pussy Riot has photo ops with Hillary. They ruined their fucking credentials forever. Feman? Yeah. She holds up that iconic sign in Chernobyl that says, killed by peaceful nuclear energy. Naked. That beautiful Russian girl. That was powerful, powerful, powerful activism. The Germans get it. And I'll be in Germany pretty soon. I'll be in San Diego again for the USS Reagan hearings, and I love everybody jumping on that now. It was Christina Radchek and Miss Milky Jan Brooks and I and Thomas Ackerman. These are the early great. Art Rand, the great activists of the early times. There's been so many. We were on it from the fucking beginning. We reported. I was at the USS Reagan last summer. At it. There was a Little League football camp on that camp. Christina Radchik, myself, Jan Brooks, we reported all this in fucking incredible, accurate, hardcore detail from the day it happened. From the day. And I look back on it, oh my God. You know, all three of us, we should be fucking given fucking congressional medals of fucking honor. Standing at the wall. They should be putting banners around our fucking necks for what we did. No. We're looked down on. But I countered as hardcore, as intense, so Cassandra-like. Yeah, my life's going to pivot now. Yeah. Yeah, my fight's going to be stronger, more intense, because I'm raising money right now, and I'm going to go at their fucking throats. You know, if you don't believe me, you look at my videos from August of 2011 when the market's melting down, and Kramer and all these loser pieces of shit telling you to get out here. I'm telling you, buy the Apple 480 derivative call for $30 a piece. It's all over YouTube. Did anybody buy them? I did. So I paid for my fucking leukemia treatment. That's how I'm alive. If they went from $30 a piece to $12,000 a piece. That's right. Look it up. It's all on YouTube. Told you to get out of silver at 47. Buy the triple short on the way. Told you to get out of gold at 1900 and buy Tesla at $17 fucking to the day. You don't think that's a score? Oh, I'll do it again. And I'm gonna raise some fucking money. And our small army, we don't want the fucking masses. Fuck the masses. We're gonna be the new fucking Sons of Liberty. We're gonna be Samuel Adams. You know, we'll do all the heavy, hard fucking detail work and we'll go back to our happy lives and we'll be glad we did it. Because to fucking do that, as I said in front of the White House in that speech, did you ever think it'd be so hard to tell the truth in your life? To tell the truth is to die. Aaron Swartz. Michael Hastings. I am Pat fucking Tillman. To steal and rob and thieve Alan Paulson, Alan Greenspan, the fucking Foxconn News fucking apparatus, the politicians there be Barry Antoinette, Bill Walmart Clinton, George Prescott Hitler Bush, is to be an oligarch god. Well, let me tell you something. We're all going to fucking die. And this is coming right out of the Masonic fucking philosophy. Moderation and justice. Alexander Hamilton. A Greek tragedy? Nope, an American tragedy. It's been said over and over that literature only changes around the fucking edges. Now, that's bullshit. I've always disagreed with that. My videos are literature in real fucking time. The most powerful genre in fucking world history is YouTube. Instantaneous from corner of the fucking earth. Yeah, they're trying to posture and groom it. Yeah, let them fucking try. The genie's out of the fucking bottle. You think you're going to do videos and say, buy fucking gold, Max Kaiser at 47. Fucking buy gold, Glenn Beck, sell your fucking Dow at fucking 65 and buy gold. Do all these fucking things. Mass murder. They're heroes. Yay. Here's the power of YouTube. You think you're just going to take that video down and hide it? Oh, no. Somebody's got it. And I'll prove how somebody's got it. When Sanjay Gupta came home from CNN, when him and Anderson Cooper were over there, and this is the guy who took the Hippocratic Oath. He needs to be in prison. On Sanjay Gupta, MD, on the 26th of March, 2 weeks after, right after they got home, as soon as the wind started blowing out, they got out. And he did that dog and pony show with that Donald Weaver who claimed he was an artist, claimed he was in Chernobyl. It's pure fraud. It's malice. It's crimes against humanity. I started going off about it the next day. Brought the doctor from Japan. Oh, radiation doesn't kill people. It's good for you. They took it down. I called for it. I did video after video, fucking hundreds of videos. Oh, it appeared. I knew somebody had it. From inside CNN. And people have mirror imaged these videos. They back these videos up. They back this fucking daddy up. They're all so fucking backed up. So you think you get a fucking dead fucking wrong. Oh, fucking the old Marine. I threw that fucker off my site a long time ago. I threw Arne Gunderson off my site 3 days after Fukushima happened. 4 days, the fucking lion fucker. I threw them all off. These fuckers that get it dead fucking wrong. Oh, the market's gonna crash. Fuck, one of the greatest fucking stock market returns in fucking American history the last 5 fucking years. The market crashed under the Bush cartel. The Iraqi fucking war thesis. Oh, you're heroes. They're not heroes. They're victims. The Queen's fucking army. Pay the Dragon Slayer. That's all this is fucking, Ben. We don't need the masses. In fact, we don't. The fewer, the better. Oh, fuck yeah. We need strength. We need power. We need to fucking change the world. And we're going to change this fucking world. The Post Ignorance Project is very, very fucking real. I've been in 32 fucking states. The iconic places that I've been and fucking seen, yeah, and it's hard to sort through the YouTube complex. It's fucking crowded. But just like when fucking Pollock was dripping and Warhouse, everybody was fucking doing it. History will sort it out because history sorts it out. In truth, you have to get it right. I've had it fucking dead on fucking right. This is a big, big deal. Caroline refused to stand with Barack Obama in Japan. They were going to make statements about it. That was the whole plan of going to Japan. She refused. Yeah, that's the ambassador's job. She presented it. She did what she had to do because she's her mother and father's daughter. She does it with elegance. She does it with grace. She does it with fucking charm, but she does it with fucking strength in an intelligent way. She refused to play that fucking dog and pony show. Oh no, she knows who her father was. You think it's a coincidence that she was in Fukushima, Japan, on the 50th fucking anniversary of his funeral, on those famous fucking... You don't think that's burned inside her fucking soul? You don't think she's a fucking powerhouse? Oh yeah. Did Obama fuck up and Hillary fuck up and the nuclear cartel? Yeah. Do I fear for them? Nope. I don't fear for any of us. Because so what if you're fucking killed? So fucking what? We're all gonna die. We're all going to die. You fuckers that think you're gonna, I got a 401k, I'm gonna save it up for Viagra and diapers. Good fucking luck to you. Make a difference in your life before you're fucking dead. Stand up for what's wrong. Not your dogma snuggy bullshit, your Operation Foxconn. Go throwing in with the likes of fucking Bundy. I mean, fuck all that fucking hyperbole bullshit. Let's get real about the nuclear cartel. Let's get fucking real about... I'm going to put up a picture on my Facebook today of me holding my grandson next to that great, beautiful old pine tree with my work boots on. Real men love their children. Real men love their grandchildren. Real men love other people's children. When John Kennedy talked in that thing, that's when I knew he loved me. He loved other people's children. When he said that in that speech, it's giving the unborn leukemia. He was talking about that little boy like me, the death of my father. You guys stay on this. Fuck the nuclear cartel. Let's take these fuckers down. Take these monsters down and make them pay. They need to go to fucking prison. The black and yellow journalistic horde.
Fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Plumegate 311.